This is Doug with DT Excavation. Today's project, we're going to remove the backhoe bucket and put a swivel attachment on it so we can use it like a crane. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It helps my channel out. Okay, I've got the old Caterpillar here, and I set a few septic tanks in a year's time, and I kind of use the back like a crane. As you can see the bucket here, you can put a chain around the bucket. Matter of fact, it's got a clasp here where you can put a chain through it, and you can lift things with the bucket on it, but it makes it kind of unhandy because the chain wants to bind up, and it will allow you to swivel and turn things around. So I'd made a swivel attachment, and I'm going to see if it works. I mostly set plastic septic tanks. This one's fiberglass, and they have eyelets here that you can put straps or clevises in, and you can kind of bring 4 straps up to a center point and be able to lift the tank level. So this is the dose tank, and this is the septic tank. It's actually an aeration tank. They don't weigh a whole lot. This one here is about 1,200 pound, and this one I'm guessing is somewhere in the 500 to 600 pound range. They're not very heavy compared to a concrete septic tank, which can weigh 7 or 8 ton or more. So they're actually fairly easy to move around with a backhoe or a bobcat with a set of forks. So generally what I do is I go and dig the hole out, and then I'll take the backhoe and pick the tank up and swing it down in the hole. So this is what I kind of come up with. This had some stuff laying around the shop. Now I'm sure they sell some kind of an attachment that probably goes in place of your backhoe bucket that does the same thing. But this apparatus here, I've got maybe $100 or less in it. This was stuff I had laying around. And basically what it is I've got another pin to put in the backhoe when I take the bucket off. I've got a 5/8 clasps here that I've got welded to the end of it, and a clevis, and I just welded it to the 2-inch pin, and I put the clevis around the pin and welded it to it just for extra protection, because you know, welds can break, and you don't want to have something lifted up in the air and have a weld break and fall. So I've got the added protection of this clevis being around this pin and welded to it, so it should give it, you know, extra support. So that will go through the backhoe. Then I've got a swiveling apparatus here that when you lift something up, you can turn it 360 degrees. I've got another clevis here that will go to the 4 straps or 4 chains, so when you pick something up, you can pick it up level and you can rotate it 360 degrees. Let's go and put it on and see if it works. Okay, now we've got the bucket off the machine, so we're going to take our pin with the clevis on it, insert it into the backhoe arm like this, push it upwards flush, which I've got a hole drilled in the other side of this pin where I can put a bolt through it so it doesn't come out. You know, you can go and use a locking nut. I usually don't have one, so I just usually double nut it just so it don't come off. I'm going to put our bolt through here, put the nut on it. I'm just kind of finger tighten it here. When you get to getting ready for the job and stuff, to really load a lot of things, you know, you go and tighten them up, you know, with a couple wrenches. So we've got the pin and the clevis in, and this can move back and forth, so that way when you pick the weight up, it is self-leveling. So it will always level itself. The further up the arm goes, your load will stay level because it can pivot. So the next piece to put on is our swivel. So this can swivel 360 degrees. I've just got a regular linch pin you can get like at any hardware store, TSC type place, anything like that. So you just go and put put your swivel in, put your pin through, and let it hang. Now we've got an R-ring here. So you go and put your R-ring in. So that way this can't come out. This can't come out. This can still self-level, and this can spin 360 degrees. Now, like I said, they probably sell something like this. There's probably some manufacturer that makes some form of this. This is just stuff I had laying around the shop. I try to do things inexpensively, and I like to do things myself. So this is what I'd come up with, and you know, to suit the purposes of what I need it for as far as setting these plastic tanks. And then the last piece is another clevis at the end of this, and that way you can put a chain through here. You can put straps with the eyes, you know, whatever you need to put in here to lift it with, and then you can undo this. So let's take her for a trial run, see if it works. Okay, I believe it's going to hold. I've raised it up and down a few times. I just went ahead and run this pin through this this clevis here because it would fit. Now, you know, ordinarily you're going to have a chain run through there, or you can have straps going to, you know, like all four corners to lift something level. I just ran this through here just because it's quick and easy to do. So, kind of a recap. Got a 2-inch pin, so whatever your machine has, you can find out the diameter of the pin, and you can go have one cut at a place that sells steel, where they sell solid steel stock, and just get the diameter. And you want to leave, you can kind of see I've got a couple inches out here and a couple inches out here. Then you'll have to drill a hole through this side here to put a bolt through so it doesn't slide back out. And any hardware store is going to have this stuff here. It's just basically that's a 5/8 clevis. You've got a hitch pin. I just welded it on both sides. Remember, you can do it how you want to do it, but I just took the clevis over top of the pin and welded it on both sides, so that way the weight is actually resting on the pin instead of out here on the end or on the underneath, you know, depending on the weld. And then this swivel, you know, they have these at hardware stores, farm stores, different types of swivels. You just put that in, and just another clevis here, and then that way you can go through a chain, and you can go through whatever you need to lift. And just always be mindful to make sure that you get heavy enough hardware for what you're trying to lift. This is a 5/8 and 3/4, 1/2 inch. You know, this is all pretty substantial stuff for what I'm doing here. And you want to make sure that you get heavy duty enough straps to lift what you want to lift, and don't ever get underneath of your load whenever you're lifting something, or allow anybody to get in there. You know, the main reason I done this is just because, you know, you can wrap a chain around this, have a chain hanging down, pick stuff up and do that, and that's fine. The problem I'd have when you're trying to pick something up level, and you have to go to 4 different points, and you're trying to pick it up level, it's hard to go and get it rigged with straps or chains if you don't have a central point to kind of hook it to. And then when you do get everything hooked, when you're going lowering something down, and you may have to orientate it a different way, you may have to spin it 180 degrees or 360 degrees to get it set down. If you have chains, the chains tend to bind up and won't allow you to spin the load around. So as you can see here, you know, this here allows you to set this load anywhere you want. So if you want to, you know, if you want to set this bucket in the back of a pickup truck this way, or if you want to go and set it down this way. So it just, that's the reason that I done this, is so I can go and pivot the load 360 degrees when I'm setting the tanks. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one.